Hey, Mr. Kimberly, this is Antonio Harris, showing you how I usually go about responding and corresponding to my students from the lesson plan. We have Microsoft Teams now that we have had to set up for all our classrooms. I'm gonna try to walk you through some of the stuff that we've been doing. Right now, what I'm gonna show you is my 6th period sociology class. Not all of our kids are required to do the lessons or whatnot, but it'll probably be in their best interest so they don't fall so far behind. Plus, this is a dual credit course, so it'll probably be in their best interest. They want to prepare for the exit exam, in which they can get a college credit for taking this course, which will probably be rescheduled in September of this year. They may want to just constantly kind of brush up on the stuff since we're not actually in class. But this is one of the students that posted a comment. Prior to this, I was corresponding with my students via email. And that had been working. A lot of my students had been turning in their assignments and doing what they supposed to do. So this is the actual topic that we're on, deviance and crime. So basically what I end up doing, I give them an assignment a week and also an assessment. The assignment, which we can see right here, and they usually, I can pull up the lesson plan. They can sit up here and correspond with me on this. So basically what I end up doing, we have intervals, whereas I talk to them or reach out to them. So they may have a 30-minute interval a day where I correspond with them about the lesson, questions that they may have had or still do have. And I go with I click on this right here. As you can see, the screen right here is recording right now. And what I end up doing is to share with them so they can see exactly what I'm seeing in front of me, so we can kind of work through it together. The lesson plan pops up. When the lesson plan pop up, I pretty much go to whatever page they need me to go to. So we'll start off just like we'll be in class. We go to standards that we covered, that I talked about in the video, in the YouTube video. They go to bill work that they have to turn in to me. This the connection slide. Then of course I can sit up here and go through a whole lesson with them if they need me to. I can hold class just like this. A lot of my kids, depending on when they actually, that's why I did the video, they tend to be asleep during the time or be doing other things. So therefore, the good thing about the virtual is they get an opportunity to do their work at their convenience and do it whatever time they feel comfortable doing it. We do it like this. We can go through the check for understanding. I can also do the videos with them if that's what they choose to do. I can click on that.
In the previous units, we
It'll
were
show the
talking
video,
about culture and the rules that exist in a society.
and I can go through the video with them if that's what they choose to do. I can go back to the screen and go all the way to the other things that we had talked about. It goes merging strain theory that I had discussed with them, and I can kind of do a little bit more with them during this part of the presentation. Everything in this lesson plan, they have access to it because I emailed them the lesson plan also, so they can kind of go through it themselves. Also, this is all their tiered assignments. At the end of it, they know exactly what to do. Then come out of that, I can stop presenting, hit that. Then me and them can pretty much converse about whatever we need to, whatever other questions that they may have. Then I'm gonna go back to, I'm gonna stop the recording. I'm gonna stop the recording. or I can hang it up. Well, I turned the camera off rather. And then this is displaying comments and stuff. We have like a little notebook where the kids can put comments in if they got certain questions, even if they're not actually involved in the live session. They can do that. I can go back, I can view their assignments. And this is showing you the people that have turned in their assignments, who have not. The check marks. The check marks are for the ones that have turned in their stuff or has actually been graded. I'll show you one example right here of Miss Bowen and some of the feedback that I gave her. This was her actual stuff right here. This was her actual grade. This is her assessment right here. This is her assessment. I have yet to grade her assessment, but I'm gonna go back because she had an assignment that I actually graded, and I want to show you the comments that I gave. So this right here shows you out of 23 kids in this class, and that's represented over here. That's represented in this corner. Out of 23 people in this class, only 2 of them have actually turned in their assignment. Out of the assessment, out of 23 students, 3 of them have actually done that. Now, many of the kids may not have access to technology. That may be the reason for them not turning in their assignments. That's why it has not been mandated that all the students partake in this. This is strictly a choice of theirs, if that's what they choose to do. And actually, I have been reaching out to many of the parents and also the kids just to kind of explain to them the things that are at their disposal, so therefore they don't get behind. Because it's easy to get behind being by the fact of us not being in school. So I'm gonna go to this one right here when I go into a video assignment. This is gonna let you know all the kids that have not turned in their assignments or turned it in. And like I said, I'm gonna go to Miss Bowen because I actually have already graded hers. These assignments I have already graded. Going back to the assessment. Bear with me. I'll go back up in there. Okay, this should be the one right here. So I'm gonna tap on the ones that's graded. Said 2 of them. I returned it back to her. As you can see over here in this corner, got 2 of them. I gave one of them a 90 and one of them a 100. Miss Bowen, tap on her. In the corner over here, I listed what I thanked her first of all, and also I kind of gave her some pointers of what she kind of did well on, and also what she needed to improve on. A lot of the time, the kids, they love their feedback, and this is her actual work in which I have them turn in their work. This is all their tiered assignments plus their bell work, which helps me understand that they actually know the content or can master the content based upon this. I know a lot of times, and this is one of my more fluent classes, that they pretty much do know the information. The good thing about them now, they have technology and they at their disposal where they can kind of look up certain things or be more comfortable with the content based upon them actually being able to do research. So once they do all of this, they turn it in. I pretty much send out a message again to the rest of the students or whatnot about if they can turn their work in to do so. I try not to tack on late penalties or anything based upon the lack thereof as far as technology or just the fact that many of the kids, they are without. Some kids may have the technology, but the phone may be cut off. They don't necessarily have access to a computer. So a lot of their work is done primarily on the phone. And this is one of the challenges that we face right now with this COVID-19, with the kids being out of school, because usually I would have been able to get all their assignments in class on paper and stuff, but I kind of like the technology piece of it. Hopefully when we get back in school, I can kind of use laptops in class, therefore so the kids, and they'll kind of alleviate a lot of the paperwork. But if you really look at it, Microsoft Teams is probably where we're heading for the future, the near future. The virtual classroom is here, and I don't think it's going anywhere no time soon. But that's what I usually do. Every one of my classes that I have, I post their actual times. I email them. The times and stuff, and pretty much they tune in when they know it's their time. A lot of the kids, they be on group chat or whatnot with their peers or their classmates, so that makes it much easier for me because they communicate with each other as well. But also, if they cannot get through in Microsoft Teams, usually they continue to email me through my email address, which has been helpful too. So I've been corresponding with them. I try to make sure I have all the different outlets for them to communicate and keep in contact with me, and I call them via cell phone or email them, or a lot of times they send out a mass text or whatnot through Shelby County Schools stating all the different resources that the kids do have at their advantage. So if you really look at it, also I'll take you through this page to show you the list of these are the list of assignments that I have already posted that I had been doing prior to us setting up Microsoft Teams. So as you can see, ever since we've been back from spring break, they have had an actual had an actual lesson every week with an assessment and also a project. So while the kids are out of school right now, I have definitely been doing my part in trying to keep them busy, trying to keep them sharp and keep them abreast of what's going on. But this is everything on Microsoft Teams that we do. My next class that I'll probably be doing this with would be Monday and Tuesday of next week, in which I'll be able to sit down and have a conversation with the kids. I usually send out or roll out my lesson plan maybe Saturday or Sunday, so therefore they can go ahead and knock out some of the work, and then once they get to me via live video, then we can address certain questions or concerns they may have. Other than that, I can hang up that. At the end of it, it'll post the times that we have met, how long we met. If the kids want to reply to certain things that I have sent out, they can do that as well. I'm always, here go my class roster. I have put that in for all my classes. And it's been a real innovative way of the classroom, and I kind of like it. I do miss my kids though, but this is a great opportunity for us to kind of keep our kids sharp, making sure they kind of retain the information that we had taught them in school. But this is also a great opportunity for us to kind of keep them up on everything, despite the circumstances. Well, I'll be getting back with you shortly about the next actual opportunity to evaluate me, and hopefully I did everything or covered everything that you need. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me via email, or you can call me on my cell phone, which you already know the number. Thank you, Mr. Kimberly. Have a great day. Bye.